Hey everyone, Dr. Sam here. So thanks for checking out this video. Okay, so this is a really good exercise to do. Not so much that I encourage calorie counting to be done every day for the rest of your life, but just to do it once or twice or check in here and there like we're going to go through in this, because it can be very eye-opening for people. People don't realize where that extra sneaky little insidious calories are coming in, and just going through what I'm about to go through in this video and you learning how to search for these things can be really helpful. So I don't really want the stress of counting calories that much, but at the same time, it is actually a very useful tool. So what I'm going to encourage you to do is to basically copy and paste this table. You can draw up your own, it's pretty easy. And then calculate everything, write down everything you eat in all these times: breakfast, morning tea, lunch, afternoon tea, dinner, after dinner, overnight, dining out, and then you can add in another thing here like extra snacks for food and fluids, and then add up the calories. Now, it's easy to find the calories. People think, well, where do I find that? Do I need a little textbook or something like that? No, it's really easy. So let me show you. You can do a few things, right? So you can just Google milk calories and it'll come up. Usually Google's pretty good now. Let's do something like this. You can go full cream, whole cream, which is what most people are having, and cup, which is what most people have in their cereal or with their lattes or whatever. That's 148 calories, which is quite a lot. Now, keeping in mind that calorie to kilojoule, which is what most nutrition tables will be in, is about 4:1. So that means this is about 600 kilojoules. It's not exact, but roughly 4:1. I think I've got some open nutrition tables somewhere around here that you could check out. Yeah, here you go. So you'll see here it's in kilojoules, and you'll just have to get familiar with basically dividing that by 4 to make it calories. Okay, so 200 kilojoules is about 50 calories, give or take. Like I said, it doesn't actually matter whether you're exact or not. So you can Google things like that pretty easily. You can even Google more than you may realize. So you can Google juice or whatever, but you can even Google sandwich. And look, it'll give you different options. So egg and cheese, crispy chicken, grilled chicken sandwich, one whole sandwich. What is it? 420 calories. So that's one way to do it. The other thing is you can sign up for Chronometer, which is free, chronometer.com. This is just my account. This is free and you can get upgrades, but you don't need that for what we're talking about. Sorry about the ad. That's just because I'm a doctor, so it's just giving me doctorates. And you can just go into add food, right? So you add food, and I'm going to go broccoli because I like broccoli. You enter the amount. Yep, roughly a cup, or large stalk, small stalk, whatever. So let's just say a cup for ease, and it'll throw it in there. I've already added in oats and feta cheese. Okay, and if I click on that, it tells me the exact composition of that food. So 1 cup of oats is about 300 calories. It's also going to tell me what's in that. Okay, I've got 8 grams of fiber. That's pretty good. Some iron in oats, some calcium, some folate, good stuff. And if I go down here, oh man, lots of no sugar in oats, pretty much 0.8 gram. Lots of manganese, that's good. Okay, and lots of different proteins. You can even click on or you can just click off, and it'll tell you the whole thing. Okay, so if I just click off on there, it'll just tell me add them all up for me, and 750 calories in my day. Now, it's also telling me how many calories I've burned with my basal metabolic rate. All right. So, and then when you sign up, you enter in your weight, your height, and that sort of stuff. And it gives you a rough calorie. So it's telling me if this is all I ate today, I'd be in a deficit. I would have burned 1,200 more calories than I would have consumed. So for those who don't know, basal metabolic rate is the amount of calories you burn doing nothing, just sitting there, what it takes to pump blood around your body, to think, to breathe, all the bodily processes. So that's actually where you burn the vast majority of your calories. If you want to know how else you can burn calories, again, you can just Google it. Calories burnt doing a 30-minute walk. Just type that in and it'll come up. You're going to burn 90 to 200 calories in a 30-minute walk. And I could type in anything, 30-minute ride, 30-minute whatever. Now, if you're just starting and you're walking slowly, obviously you're going to be closer to the 90 kilos. You can also do this in Chronometer by add exercise and, walking, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so 30 minutes, blah, blah, blah. All right. So that's that. And then what's great about this is, like I said, with broccoli, I can click on that. Look how much vitamin C is in broccoli. Vitamin A, folate. Man, it's such a power food. Yay for broccoli. All right, so you've done that. You've gone through, you've added it all up. This is an example of someone who I helped recently who felt their diet was quite healthy, and it's not, but it is very standard. They have their cereal, they have some full cream milk, they have a coffee and some milk with the coffee, glass of juice as well. That's 500 calories. A couple of biscuits, a morning tea, another coffee, sandwich, maybe a can of Coke here and there, meat and 3 veg. I've been very generous by putting that in. A bit of chocolate, maybe a glass of wine. That adds up to 3,000 calories. If this is a woman aged between 30 and 50, their basal metabolic rate on average is about 1,800 calories. So they're eating about 1,100 calories more than they need, and no wonder they are putting on weight. All right, so whilst I don't advocate that all calories are equal, I do think that obviously 1 calorie of broccoli is much better for you than 1 calorie of sugar. It's still important to be aware of where these things are adding up and where they're coming in, and where, which I can talk about more, is the easy, low yield ways, high yield, low effort ways to get a good result. Like if this person just cut out the biscuits, that extra glass of milk, had their coffee with water or just a dash of milk, had less wine but can still have some, they would easily cut down that extra 1,500 calories, go for a walk at lunch, and then they're going to start losing weight. So they don't have to make that many significant changes. Increase your veggies, cut down on your sugar, and then do your table and see where it is. Now, to lose about 2 kilos a month or 24 kilos a year, you have to be in a deficit. When we look at this little thing here, calories in versus calories out, basal metabolic rate plus exercise, a deficit of 500 calories on average a day. Now, that could be 500 less calories in your meal, okay? Or, and I don't mean less calories here, I mean deficit in the equation. Or it could be 1,000 calories over 2 days or 3,500 calories over a week. It doesn't have to be daily. So I'm going to talk about intermittent fasting later, which is where alternate days you have significantly less. So that means over 2 days, you're having 1,000 to 1,500 calories less over 2 days, but you're only having to do 1 day of lower calorie, and the other day you eat more normally. And I'll explain all that in a later video. So either way, no matter which way you do it, daily or every second day or over a week, if you're in a calorie deficit, you're going to tap into those fat reserves and use them as energy. And that is the whole point of fat. It is the stored energy. So that's about it. So I'll explain more in other videos, and there's lots more of these sort of more interactive explainers in the ongoing course. Thank you.